Hey, what is up, guys? This is Gen Z Finance, and I'm back with another video. This one's going to be about Salesforce, a stock that I've been looking at also recently, and whether I believe it's a buy or not. If you guys could like the video and subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot. As always, guys, I am not a financial advisor. These are simply just suggestions and ideas that I've come up with for my own investments. If you choose to follow what I do, it is at your own risk, so be careful and do your own research before you perform any of the trades that I perform. Now, if you guys are new to the whole investing atmosphere and don't currently have a Robinhood account, I will leave a link in the description below to sign up, and when you do use my link, you get a free stock valued at up to $200 for free. All you need is to be a US resident, be 18 years or older, and have a social security card. Alright, so now with the video. The stock that I'm looking at is called Salesforce. Its ticker symbol is CRM, right here, Salesforce. It hasn't had a pretty good week. This week, as you guys can see, it's down 6%. It was down even more on Friday morning. It was down 9.3%. This company is quite large. It's not known very well because of what it all does. I mean, people don't use this on a day-to-day basis, but it has 49,000 employees and a market cap of $231 billion, and that is a very large market cap. This is probably in the top 100 for biggest companies in the world. It's had a pretty good past couple weeks up until this past week. That is why I would recommend it as a buy, or maybe wait a couple more days, see what happens on Monday and Tuesday, see if it dips a little bit more. But yeah, it surged on the 26th, right in the morning. As you guys can see, it went up 30% in like 10 minutes, and it kept a very consistent price of around 270 up until the third came, which, as you guys know, was a pretty bad day. The Dow went down like something like over 800 points. So it was bound to happen since this literally was just put into the Dow index. But we'll talk more about that later. All right, so many of you guys might be wondering, what is Salesforce? Salesforce is a cloud-based company headquartered in America that provides the world's #1 customer relation management service, and also sells apps focused on customer service, marketing, automation, analytics, and app development. So they basically help marketing, sales, IT, and commerce teams work as one from anywhere so that they can keep their customers happy all around the world. They have over 150,000 companies that are growing their businesses using Salesforce, and some of these include T-Mobile, Red, Unilever, etc. So there are a lot of big companies that use Salesforce to make their customer service run a lot more smooth. Another thing Salesforce has going for it is that it has recently been added to the Dow, replacing the oldest stock in the index called ExxonMobil, which was a part of the Dow for almost 100 years. Now, this might not seem like a reason for the share value to go up, but in fact, when stocks that aren't very well known, like Apple and Amazon are, this can be quite significant because now the stock gets more credibility since it's on the Dow and has a greater chance of becoming a well-known stock, especially if it does consistently well. And to be honest with you guys, I had no idea what Salesforce was up until I was recommended to take a look at it for a possible investment opportunity. And as you guys can see here, as of Monday, the stock was added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And this right here is what caused the stock to increase so rapidly right here. Because the news broke out that it was being added to the Dow Jones right around August 25th. And as you guys can see, it had a pretty positive outcome of increasing it by like 30% instantly. Now, in this article, it further backs up my reasoning of considering the stock as a buy. They state that analysts hiked their price targets and lauded the strength of the company's cloud business in the quarter. They also stated that the earnings report confirmed that CRM, which is the ticker symbol for Salesforce, stock will be a long-term winner. Now, this is what I was mainly looking for, is what their idea of a fair value was. And relative to the company's long-term growth potential, they think that the stock currently today is a fair market value. This is backed up by its second quarter earnings report of 2020. As you guys can see here, its revenue rose 29% year over year, while its gross margins expanded only 0.5%. And as you guys can also see right here, its operating profits soared 82% year over year. This whole report basically screams it's a buy because basically everything you read is impressive. And here's another pretty important thing that the analyst said. Importantly, this trend is expected to continue. Operating margins are expected to expand by 0.75% points for the full year, implying more positive operating leverage in the back half of 2020. So this is basically guaranteeing that the stock will most likely do exceptionally well through the rest of 2020. I mean, I've never even seen an article that was this bullish. Like, as you guys can read right here, that's a winning recipe, so stick with CRM stock. I mean, he really thinks that it's a long-term winner that's trading at a fair valuation and has significant demand drivers on the horizon, which I'd agree with him. As you go up here, they talk about how everywhere across the globe, every business is pivoting to the cloud. Obviously, this pivot was sparked by the pandemic shutting the physical world down in the first half of 2020, but it has continued into the second half of the year and will sustain over the next few years. That's because cloud services offer significant convenience and cost advantages. I would even consider it more of a buy today, being that it dropped quite a bit throughout the past week, with it dropping over 6% within the last week alone. If we go over here and go to the 1 week chart, minus 6%. And technically, it was even more because if you go to the second, it was up 4%. So it's basically lost 10% since September 2nd in the morning. But again, I am not a financial advisor, and everything I say are just suggestions and ideas for my own investments. If you choose to follow the moves that I make sure to do your own research on it before performing any trades, and remember to do it at your own risk. All right, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something throughout this video, and I'd love it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.